you came to New York to discuss a proposal for a book, you would, right?
Yes.
That you were going to provide your services as as a writer or co-author for a book, correct?
Yes.
And there was 2 meetings in New York about that,
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
And those meetings were based upon a proposal for a book that had references to Shane Mosley, correct?
Correct.
Okay. When you met with HarperCollins, did Shane Mosley's name come up?
No, it did not.
Okay. But you had already, when you came to New York, you had already alerted both HarperCollins or Molly Glick had alerted both HarperCollins and Skyhorse that your book that you were trying to get them to agree to publish included information about Shane Mosley.
Objection.
It's a horrible question.
Thank you.
I'll rephrase it. When you came to New York, it was in pursuit of seeking a publisher for a book that you had, or that your representatives had told prospective publishers included revelations about Shane Mosley.
If you know what your agent or Molly Glick or whoever did.
I'll rephrase it again. There was a written proposal, right?
Yes.
The written proposal mentioned Shane Mosley.
Yes.
Okay. To your knowledge, well, when you got to the meeting with Skyhorse, did anybody from Skyhorse give an indication that they had seen the written proposal?
Yes.
Okay. And to your understanding, the meeting was based upon the fact that they had an interest in your written proposal, correct?
Yes.
Well, when you say his written proposal, there was a proposal that was in writing, that's for certain.
The proposal, you saw the proposal before it went out,
Yes,
right?
I did.
The proposal was, as you understood it, sent on behalf of you and Mr. Gendrick, correct?
Yes.
You approved the proposal,
Yes.
right? It was provided to Skyhorse and other publishers on behalf of by a person who was your agent.
At some point, she became my agent. I'm not sure at that point if we had actually signed an agreement. We probably had.
Okay. Somebody acting on your behalf had given it to Skyhorse
Yes.
at your request.
I had no idea who Skyhorse even was. She gave it to them because she thought there would be some interest there.
Okay,
She's in the business. I'd never heard their name before.
Forget about whether it was Skyhorse. You knew that someone acting on your behalf was sending your written proposal to various New York publishers to consider publishing a book based upon your written proposal, right?
Yes.
And that written proposal mentioned Shane Mosley, correct?
Briefly.
Okay. And when you got to Skyhorse, the discussion that you had, the discussion that took place there was centered around the written proposal that had been submitted, correct?
Yes, I guess.
Okay.
Well, centered around on the fact that he was trying to write a book.
No, he answered the question. You know what? This is not. Oh, I don't want this one. I want the next one. All right. This one.
No, thank you.
Copy of this one. Whatever this next exhibit number is, 11. If you look down on the second page of this, there's an entry that says on February 25th, 2008, you wrote, it appears to say that I just talked with Dick Patrick of USA Today, and he has agreed to do a full-page article on the Balco book. Is that an email that you sent?
I don't see where it's coming from me, but...
Well, look above. You see where it says Mark and Molly? No, the second page. In the middle of the page.
Where's my email address?
Well, I'm not asking for your email address, but it says Victor Conte wrote Mark and Molly, and then it's signed Victor. Do you recall sending this email?
I don't recall specifically, but I could have.
Do you know Dick Patrick at USA Today?
Yes, I do know him.
Do you recall talking with him about your proposed book?
Yes.
Do you recall whether or not he agreed to do a full-page article on it?
He may have, yes.
When you spoke to Mr. Patrick, did you mention Shane Mosley?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Did you mention any other athletes?
Dick Patrick is a...
I just asked the question, did you mention any
I don't
other
recall.
athletes? Okay, you also say in this email, Dick is helping me with some necessary fact-checking, and I trust him completely. Do you recall whether or not Dick Patrick helped you with fact-checking?
I don't recall what it was, no. I don't know what he meant by that, or what I meant by that even.
Okay. Next exhibit, 12. You see at the top here, there's email from you to Mark Weinstein.
Yes, I do.
And who's Mark Weinstein?
He's an editor at Skyhorse.
Okay. And you wrote this on March 5th, 2009. And
Well, that doesn't sound right, but March 5th of 2009.